It's lights out, and we are racing in the Italian Grand Prix in MotoGP. Jorge Martin makes the dream launch from pole position. Marc Marquez going the wrong way on that Gresini Ducati, but here comes Bagnaia, super aggressive on the inside of Martin. In the brakes for the first corner, Bagnaia hogs the inside curve. Martin chops his nose off. Bastianini going the long way around. Oh, here comes Bagnini
taking the lead of the race. That was Bastianini on the inside. Bagnaia in two corners from fifth into the lead.
Listen to the roar of the crowd. Hard to pick out that Azzurri livery here, wasn't it? But it's Bagnaia then that does hit the front.
Fastest lap of the race then to Jorge Martin, although he was only 6 thousandths quicker, as Marc Marquez decides he's not bothered defending from Acosta. He's attacking Bastianini way too hard on the brakes, and Pedro Acosta says thank you very much.
Yeah, in the background as well, Morbidelli got Vinales, and now the two Spaniards, Marquez and Acosta, start leaning on each other, don't they? Morbidelli then has picked off Vinales for 6. Of course, as Alex Marquez now finds a way through on the latest Spargaro. Bagnaia will take another 5 points out of Martin's World Championship lead as it sits right now.
That's for 8th place that Alex Marquez has just taken. Fabio Di Gianantonio, he's coming back through the pack. He's just up behind them in 10th place.
You can see here the likes of Bastianini, Martin and Bagnaia just starting to eke away. This time he's really
sideways.
Absolutely sideways there on the entry. Runs right out to the marbles. That's going to cost him a huge chunk of time as he slots back inside Frankie Morbidelli.
Let's take another look at the start. Pecco Bagnaia is the rider we're going to watch because he just zooms through the pack from 5th all the way up to 1st. He goes to the left down this start-finish straight as Bastianini takes up the attack to Jorge Martin. Watch Bagnaia on the brakes here. He's still round about 5th as he heads into San Donato, goes right around the outside and up the inside of Vinales. He now passes Marquez and his teammate and straight up the inside of Jorge Martin, and immediately, in as quick as a flash, into the race lead.
Everything playing out just as they hoped it would do here on home turf, because Bagnaia, Martin, Bastianini and Marquez are about to complete a home route for Ducati as they occupy the top 4. Bagnaia, Martin, Bastianini and Marquez, 1.5 seconds covers your lead quartet. As you mentioned, there was a very lonely 5th incoming for Acosta, who just has not been able to maintain the early hot pace he was demonstrating, as Marc Marquez once again hones in on the rear tyre of Bastianini.
Must be so frustrating for Marc Marquez. He's just not close enough where he needs to be.
This is basically the creme de la creme of MotoGP right now, isn't it? The creme de la creme at Ducati, that's for sure. But it's Martin, Bastianini and Marquez who are all still, we figure, in with the shout of that factory seat. Is now coming from a long way back. Comes Marquez. It has to be the block pass, doesn't it? He will now block Bastianini on the exit. There's nothing that the Italian can do in response. So the late charge then, the late Marquez onslaught is engaged. It's underway. Marquez on the podium place for the first time in this Italian Grand Prix.
Are we going to have Bagnaia, Martin, Marquez once again? That's what we're looking at the moment. Marc Marquez still wants to change that particular order. Martin actually came back at Bagnaia again on that lap. Bagnaia down to a 46.6. The lead continues to hover around half a second. Every time it threatens to come down, Bagnaia just drops his lap time by a couple of tenths and responds once again. But can Marc Marquez muscle in on that top 2?
This was the attack from Marquez that sees that 3rd place from Bastianini on the high-speed run down to turn 1. You can see how hard Bastianini was braking, just desperately trying to hold on to that 3rd place, but cutting to the inside line. And look at Bastianini crawling all over the rear tyre of Marquez. This is Bastianini territory, isn't it? These late laps when the tyres are worn, when the durability has gone, and now Enea Bastianini sensing that home podium. Look at the battle over the final place on the podium at the moment in the hands of Marquez. Bastianini is going to try and scrum him off down into Scarperia. That's a proper lean. He nudges Marquez aside. Through Scarperia we go. And we now have a all-factory Ducati top 3. Pecco Bagnaia, a little tease. He was just giving us a sense saying, wasn't he, that we might have a last lap thriller here in Mugello. Doesn't look like we are going to, though, unfortunately, because what a lap, 146.322 on lap 22. Surely that has finally broken Martin's resolve. He came over the line, Bagnaia, 8 tenths clear. This is turn 8, just 7 corners remaining between another brilliant performance by Pecco Bagnaia in front of his home crowd. What has the beast got left in terms of this battle for second?
Well, it's lap
got a lot
23,
left.
23, and the 23 might be about to finish with a flourish. I think Enea Bastianini might just look back on this Grand Prix and wish it was a 24-lap race, because he might just run out of time. It's going to have to be something very bold and potentially rather rude into the Biondetti chicane or even into Pacini at the end of this lap. But Jorge Martin, never mind thinking about Bagnaia, he needs to really defend here in this final sector.
Well, the Italian fans used to arrive en masse to salute the doctor, salute Italian legend Valentino Rossi. Here comes Bastianini, too far back. It's going to be all about now the drag race to the finish line.
Oh,
Italian fan zone now have
He's
a new
through.
hero. Here comes Bastianini. He gets through into second place on Martin, but is another Mugello masterpiece from world champion Pecco Bagnaia. He does complete the home hat-trick in his back-to-back double wins in the sprint and the Grand Prix in front of his jubilant home crowd. Pecco Bagnaia takes it by 0.8 of a second. What a stunning late charge by Enea Bastianini. He takes second place of the last corner, the last lap from Jorge Martin. Wow, what a race.
Wow.
Marc Marquez has to settle for fourth place. Pedro Acosta is a lonely fifth. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, face of thunder on Fonzi Nieto. He'll be asking the question, how did Jorge Martin let that happen into the final corner? He just got caught so quickly on that final lap. Martin did a 1:47 flat on the final lap, but Bastianini found a 1:46.2 on the very last lap of the race. He finished like a train, passing Marc Marquez and Jorge Martin in 4 laps.
Here we go. There's some proper air guitar going on here, isn't there? This was all the late fireworks then delivered by the Beast on the inside through turn 15. That's payback for yesterday's sprint anthem, isn't it?
Yeah, the Beast reminding everybody, including Ducati, of his talents. Not that any of us really have ever doubted it. But Gino Borsoi with a grimace on his face, because he realised at that moment that second place and 20 points had slipped through Martin's grasp.
Awesome.
They will rock and roll all night after that one. No one tell Pecco Bagnaia that he's got to go testing tomorrow. I don't think he really cares about that right now.
He's not starting until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I think it's fair to say.
Sweet home Mugello masterclass for Pecco Bagnaia.
Like and subscribe for more MotoGP action. What are you waiting for?